Imagine being so rich that if you tried to spend your money today, you could crash the global economy. Not a billionaire, not a trillionaire, someone so unimaginably wealthy that historians still struggle to calculate his fortune. His name was Mansa Musa, and nearly 700 years later, many experts still consider him the richest person who ever lived. Long before Wall Street, before modern banks, before multinational corporations, there was an empire hidden in West Africa, an empire so wealthy that much of the world didn't fully understand it existed. It was called the Mali Empire, stretching across vast regions of present-day Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Niger, and beyond. It controlled some of the most valuable resources on Earth, especially one: gold. Not just a little gold. Some historians estimate the Mali Empire controlled nearly half of the world's known gold supply during the 14th century. At a time when gold was the foundation of wealth, Mansa Musa possessed more of it than anyone else on Earth. When he became emperor in 1312, his empire was already prosperous, but under his rule, it expanded even further. Trade routes stretched across the Sahara Desert. Caravans carried gold, salt, ivory, textiles, and knowledge between Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Every caravan that crossed his lands paid taxes. Every trade route strengthened his treasury. His wealth grew so enormous that it became impossible to measure accurately. Today, economists have tried converting his fortune into modern currency. Some estimates place it well above $400 billion. Others argue the number's meaningless, because no modern billionaire has ever controlled resources on the scale that Mansa Musa did. But it wasn't a spreadsheet or a treasure vault that made him legendary. It was a journey. In 1324, Mansa Musa set out on a pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca. What followed became one of the most astonishing displays of wealth in human history. Imagine a caravan stretching for miles across the desert. Thousands of attendants, soldiers, officials, servants, merchants, dozens of camels, each reportedly carrying hundreds of pounds of pure gold. Wherever the caravan stopped, people stared in disbelief. Cities had never seen anything like it. Then came Cairo, one of the greatest cities in the world. Mansa Musa didn't simply visit. He gave away gold to the poor, to officials, to merchants, to anyone in need. His generosity became so extraordinary that something unexpected happened. The value of gold actually fell. Prices rose. Markets shifted. Historians believe the sudden flood of gold caused inflation that affected Egypt's economy for years afterward. Imagine becoming so wealthy that simply being generous changes an entire country's economy. There are very few people in history who could make that claim. Yet Mansa Musa wasn't interested only in riches. He invested heavily in education, architecture, religion, and culture. Returning from Mecca, he brought scholars, architects, and artists back with him. He commissioned magnificent mosques, libraries, schools, entire learning centers. The city of Timbuktu became one of the world's greatest centers of knowledge. Students traveled thousands of kilometers to study mathematics, astronomy, medicine, law, and theology. Long before many European universities reached prominence, Timbuktu was already attracting some of the brightest minds on Earth. His empire proved something history often forgets. Wealth isn't only measured by what you own, but by what you build. Yet, like many great empires, the Mali Empire eventually declined. Trade routes changed. Political instability grew. New kingdoms emerged. Over centuries, its extraordinary wealth faded into history, but the legend of Mansa Musa never disappeared. Even today, historians continue debating just how wealthy he truly was, because comparing his fortune to today's billionaires is almost impossible. He didn't simply own companies, he ruled an empire. He controlled mines, trade routes, taxes, entire economies. His wealth wasn't just money, it was influence over the resources that powered the medieval world. Perhaps that's why no modern ranking can truly capture it. The richest people alive today can buy islands, sports teams, private jets, or even space rockets. Mansa Musa could influence the price of gold itself. And maybe that's the real lesson. History often remembers kings for their wars, generals for their victories, and inventors for their discoveries. But sometimes, one person's wealth becomes so extraordinary that it transforms economies, changes civilizations, and leaves behind a story that sounds almost impossible to believe. Not because it was a myth, but because it actually happened.